I am recording these live, so there's no editing here, and you're just getting the reality of DIY building. So I'm just going to take you on a after paint tour and then talk to you about a few things that have come up and are just kind of the reality of DIY building and the way it's going. So we'll go ahead and start out. You can see the paint color here. It's a super light beige, and it's actually kind of it's a cross between beige and gray, but it's almost white. If you were just to come in this room and look at it without seeing the trim, it would look white, but next to the bright white paint, it does have a nice contrast. So this is the master bedroom, and the reality of DIY painting is we do have touch-ups like right here where the tape ripped off some paint that we will have to be touching up. That happened a few places in the house, and my husband was so upset that he swore he'd never paint another house again. So, yeah, that might be the last time we actually paint something. So yeah, in here, the only thing white is the trim around the toilet room door. Everything else is the super light beige, beigeish gray color. And I will tell you that color later, but I have to find the card because I don't remember what it is. And I just had him paint the beadboard the same color as the walls. I might decide to change it up a little bit later, but for now, that's what it is. So that's where the standalone tub will go. And then the double vanity will go right here. So bathroom, master bedroom. I'm not going to take you in the guest bathroom because it's kind of hard to see in there, but we did do the beadboard, and the vanity will be right there. And then I did also do the vanity, or the beadboard behind the wall where the toilet goes. And that looks white in this picture, but I think it's just the lighting. It's actually the color of the walls. So this is the front door area, and this is the homemade scaffolding that my husband made to be able to paint in this 2-story area foyer. So I think he'll be doing a second coat up there. And the front room looks pretty nice. We were also able to take off the film on the protective film on the windows, so now we can actually see out the windows. It's a lot brighter in here. This little reading nook, and that seat will get real wood, stained grade wood on that. So it's just a little reading nook with beadboard, a little bishop up there. Then from the front room, you can go back to the pantries, laundry room, garage, and then the kitchen area. So it's super light. I like the color because it's super light, and my last house felt kind of dark to me. Even though I loved the color, I just felt like it was a little bit dark, so I wanted to make this one a lot brighter. And I really like the way that this pink color turned out. Kitchen sink will be right here. Let's see, this is the dining room. And these are all of our light fixtures and fans. These have been sitting in my master bedroom where we're living right now, so I'm really glad that we could bring them in. And there's the beadboard wall right here. And I think that I am just going to put a nice piece of furniture right here, buffet, and that'll be cute. I like the way that beadboard turned out. I like shiplap, but I just feel like it's a real fad with, the whole fixer-upper Joanna Gaines. So I like the classic old style of beadboard, because beadboard was something that they used, 100 years ago when they were building houses. And so I just think it's classic. and I like the way it turned out. The fireplace is going to get brick around it, so that won't stay that color, but there's the view from the family room to the front door. And the sitting window and the trim on those windows looks good, and we've got more light fixtures here. So really excited about that. So a few things happened. This last month has been pretty kind of frustrating, actually. It's also been very fun because it's been summer vacation. But one of them was we painted, and my husband was frustrated with that and swears he won't be painting another house. But the second thing is actually two more things. So the next thing that happened was I had ordered my cabinets through Home Depot. They're craft-made cabinets, so they're really super good cabinets. I've used them before. I picked out what I liked. It was supposed to be a dove white cabinet with a cinder glaze. And Jeffrey, the Home Depot cabinet designer, who I've worked with several times, he's awesome, he does a really good job, but he did mess up. And I didn't know this until it's been about 2 weeks, and we've been trying to figure out what to do. But a cabinet came in the mail, a cabinet door came in the mail ahead of time. And I took it to the paint store to pick out colors, make sure that I was matching and that they look good together. And the cabinet door was not dove white. It was not white. It was cream, pretty yellow. And when I matched it up with paints, it matched up with antique white. It was pretty yellow. So I couldn't get it to match with any of the paints colors that I liked. And also, when I held that cabinet door up to the white appliances that I have ordered, it looked horrible. So some people can pull that off and make it look good, but bright white appliances, I ordered bright white appliances because I wanted them to blend in with the cabinetry. I didn't want them to stand out. But they definitely stand out next to an antique white colored cabinet. It does not look good. So I took that to the manager and told them what happened. And when you order cabinets from Home Depot, you get a receipt, and it's like, kitchen cabinets is like 5 pages with 20 lines each, and it's all like code words and stuff. So to find the color, it was on page 3, and you have to go through line by line to find what color he had ordered, and it was like a canvas white was what it was called instead of the dove white. So because it was ordered that way and I paid for it that way, they refused to waive the restocking fee, which was about $3,000 for the restocking fee. And also, they would not bump me up in the schedule if I reordered them. So I was gonna lose at least $3,000, and it would take me another 4 to 5 months to get my cabinets again. I've been waiting for them for it's been over 4 months now. So it took me a week or two to actually, decide what I was gonna do. I was ticked. I will probably still write a review that it just tells the honest truth. I won't be ordering cabinets from Home Depot again. I will definitely not. In fact, there's a really nice cabinet company in the Treasure Valley called Ron's Custom Cabinetry, and I will definitely be using him because I did get a quote from him for the nice cabinets that I wanted, the right color and everything, and it was actually a little bit better of a price than the craft-made cabinets. So I will definitely use them next time. But this time, since I'd have to wait another 5 months, if I did return them, I'd lose $3,000, and I'd have to wait 6 weeks for a check in the mail from the corporate Home Depot office. So because of all that, I decided I'm just going to accept the cabinets the way that they were ordered and refinish them or repaint them myself, which is not going to be easy. I don't know how it's going to go because craft-made cabinets have a glaze on them to protect the paint and everything, and so I'm gonna have to prime it really well with a really good primer to get another paint to even stick to the cabinet doors at all. So that will be a process, and I will share that with you, but it was definitely a huge disappointment for me. I mean, I had some fire in my soul, so angry about the way that I was treated by Home Depot. So, I mean, it was obviously their mistake. So I felt like they should at least reimburse me the restocking fee and help me get my cabinets sooner if I reordered them through them, which they wouldn't do. So pretty sad. But the next thing that happened was it is summertime here. And so we had a family reunion up in Cascade, Lake Cascade, which was beautiful and fun. And we decided that we were going to leave our chickens here. We have been leaving them out and just leaving the door open during the day, and they had been fine. There was no problems at all. So we figured, okay, well, we had a friend come over, water the chickens every day, and then, you know, while we were gone, we had a pack of coyotes come in. We had 23 chickens. They ate 22 chickens. There was nothing left except for feathers and one head. Nothing left. Good news is, I guess it happened to my neighbor down the road too, and he did shoot the coyote, at least one of them. I know we had several of them on our property though, because you could see their footprints. So that was a huge, huge bummer, because we've been taking care of those for like 5 months now, and we were, you know, just starting to get to eggs and lost the chickens. So there is a sweet lady in Fruitland. Actually, she's in Parma, which is the town next door, and her name is Martha Schwartz, and she does raise chicks and sell pullets. So she sells them for a really good price. So I got them for $15 each and got another dozen of them. And then we went ahead and just cut the little chicken door at the bottom of the coop, barely big enough just for the chickens to get in and out of, and then fenced their chicken yard. So that was a huge disappointment, but life goes on, and we've learned from it. We won't leave the door open anymore, and especially when we're out of town, even if someone's checking on them. And then the next thing that happened was the HVAC. You know, we've started this project, like we've been building for at least 4 months now. And of course the heating and air conditioning came in, and they did the venting and everything in the house. And then you pay them half. Oh no, actually it was like 60 or 70% you pay them. And so then I let them know, okay, we're painting, so we're ready for you to come hook up the compressor now and get the air conditioner going, because we've got to start with the wood flooring. And I get a call 2 weeks later, which was this morning, and my HVAC guy, his name's Gator, he says, I should have called you last week, but that compressor, your 20-SEER compressor is back ordered, and some people have been waiting for it for like a year. And I was thinking, okay, then why did you quote me that one? Like, why didn't you order this like 4 months ago and let me know? Anyways, so very frustrating. So we will be waiting on our heating air conditioning compressor system for another 6 weeks at least. And yeah, that's really frustrating, because we were hoping to get into this house next month before school starts. And so yeah, now we have to wait. Anyways, gives us more time to touch up paint, get the flooring done, but it's just one of those things when you're building a home yourself that you've got to deal with. You know, usually if you're using a general contractor, then they are super good at just keeping everything lined up, and they use the same contractors every time, and everyone does a super good job because they want to keep that contractor happy and keep business going. But when you're doing it yourself and you only build a house like every 3 years, even though I've used this guy multiple times, yeah, I don't know if I'll use him again, because I feel like he's been jerking me around. So pretty disappointing, but that's the reality of building when you're doing it yourself. But besides that, I'm super happy with how it's been going and where we're at. I think that we've got a lot of stuff to work on, like the stair treads and the trim, and then the flooring while we're waiting for our HVAC system. Although our wood flooring is supposed to acclimate in the house, so we might have to, not sure how that's gonna work out, but we will bring it in and let it acclimate. We're gonna go ahead and hang up all these lights, so that will make it feel more like a home. But just wanted to give you all an update and let you know how it was going and the realities of DIY building. Thanks for following along and watching my video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I get at least one video out every week, if not two, on DIY building, the homestead, and seasonal cooking from scratch and the garden harvest. And we'll see you next time.